Hi, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is everything we know about Sex Education Season 4 summary of each episode about the series. Sex Education Season 4 is the final season of the popular Netflix comedy drama series that follows the lives and loves of a group of British teenagers. The season consists of 8 episodes that are available to stream on Netflix since 21st September 2023. Here is a brief summary of each episode, along with some spoilers. Episode 1, The Reunion. The season begins with a reunion party for the former Moordley students, who are now in different colleges and careers. Otis and Maeve are in a long-distance relationship, but Otis struggles to keep up with Maeve's busy schedule and new friends. Eric is happy with his boyfriend Rahim, but feels conflicted about his religious beliefs. Amy and Steve are still together, but Amy is bored with their routine. Jackson is pursuing his passion for acting, but faces discrimination and rejection. Adam is working as a security guard at Moordley, but misses Eric. Ruby is pregnant with Otis' baby, but doesn't want him to be involved. Jean is raising baby Joel with the help of her sister Joanna, but has trouble balancing her work and motherhood. The party ends with a shocking revelation that changes everything. Episode 2, The Breakup. Otis and Maeve break up after Otis finds out that Maeve kissed another guy at her writing program. Eric and Rahim break up after Eric realizes that he still loves Adam. Amy and Steve break up after Amy decides to explore her sexuality with other people. Jackson and Weave break up after Jackson gets accepted into a prestigious drama school in London. Ruby and Otis agree to co-parent their baby, but have different ideas about how to do it. Jean and Joanna have a falling out after Jean discovers that Joanna lied to her about their father's death. The episode ends with Otis getting into a car accident while driving drunk. Episode 3, The Recovery. Otis survives the crash, but suffers from memory loss and PTSD. He doesn't remember anything about his relationship with Maeve or his baby with Ruby. He also develops a friendship with Cole, a new girl who was in the same accident as him. Eric tries to reconnect with Adam, but Adam pushes him away. Amy joins a support group for survivors of sexual assault, where she meets Isaac, Maeve's brother. Jackson moves to London, but feels lonely and out of place. Ruby goes into labor and gives birth to a baby girl, whom she names Hope. Jean reconciles with Joanna and asks her to be Joy's godmother. Episode 4, The Festival. Otis regains his memory after seeing a photo of Maeve on his phone. He decides to go to the literary festival where Maeve is presenting her work, hoping to win her back. Eric goes with him, hoping to find Adam there as well. Amy goes with Isaac, hoping to have some fun. Jackson goes with Weave, hoping to support her academic achievements. Ruby stays home with Hope, hoping to bond with her daughter. Jean goes to the radio station, hoping to launch a new show as a sex therapist. The festival turns out to be a disaster for everyone, as Otis gets rejected by Maeve, Eric gets rejected by Adam, Amy gets betrayed by Isaac, Jackson gets humiliated by his classmates, Ruby gets overwhelmed by motherhood, and Jean gets fired by her boss. Episode 5, The Halloween. Otis tries to move on from Maeve by dating Cole, but realizes that he still loves her. He also tries to be a good father to Hope, but realizes that he is not ready for parenthood. Eric tries to move on from Adam by dating Ola, but realizes that he still loves him. He also tries to be more religious, but realizes that he is not comfortable with it. Amy tries to move on from Isaac by dating Lily, but realizes that she still likes him. She also tries to be more confident, but realizes that she is not happy with herself. Jackson tries to move on from Weave by dating Benji, but realizes that he still loves her. He also tries to be more successful, but realizes that he is not fulfilled by it. Ruby tries to move on from Otis by dating Anwar, but realizes that she still cares for him. She also tries to be more independent, but realizes that she needs help with hope. Jean tries to move on from Joanna by dating Jacob, but realizes that she still misses her sister. She also tries to be more professional, but realizes that she enjoys being a mother more than anything else. The episode ends with everyone dressing up for Halloween and going to a haunted house party hosted by Maeve. Episode 6, The Confession at the Party. Secrets are revealed and feelings are confessed. Otis tells Maeve that he loves her and wants to be with her, but Maeve tells him that she is leaving for New York to pursue her writing career. Eric tells Adam that he loves him and wants to be with him, but Adam tells him that he is joining the army to prove himself to his father. Amy tells Isaac that she likes him and wants to be with him, but Isaac tells her that he is moving to Australia to start a new life. Jackson tells Weave that he loves her and wants to be with her, but Weave tells him that she is going to Oxford to study physics. Ruby tells Otis that she wants him to be more involved in Hope's life, but Otis tells her that he is not ready to be a father. Jean tells Jacob that she wants to be with him, but Jacob tells her that he is going back to Sweden to be with Ola and Lily. The episode ends with everyone feeling heartbroken and alone. Episode 7, The Graduation. The next day, everyone attends their graduation ceremony at Moordley. Otis gives a speech as the valedictorian, in which he apologizes to Maeve, Eric, Amy, Jackson, Ruby, and Jean for hurting them and thanks them for being his friends and family. He also announces that he is going to study psychology at Cambridge, following his mother's footsteps. Maeve gives a speech as the salutatorian, in which she praises Otis, Eric, Amy, Jackson, Ruby, and Jean for inspiring her and wishes them all the best for their future. She also announces that she is going to write a novel based on her experiences at Moordley. Eric gives a speech as the class president, in which he celebrates Otis, Maeve, Amy, Jackson, Ruby, and Jean for being his heroes and encourages them to follow their dreams. He also announces that he is going to travel the world with Ola, exploring different cultures and religions. Amy gives a speech as the class clown, in which she jokes about Otis, Maeve, Eric, Jackson, Ruby, and Jean for being her partners in crime and reminds them to have fun and be themselves. She also announces that she is going to open a bakery with Lily, making cakes and cookies for everyone. Jackson gives a speech as the class star, in which he compliments Otis, Maeve, Eric, Amy, Ruby, and Jean for being his mentors and advises them to never give up and always try their best. He also announces that he is going to star in a West End musical with Benji, singing and dancing for everyone. Ruby gives a speech as the class queen, in which she acknowledges Otis, Maeve, Eric, Amy, Jackson, and Jean for being her friends and wants them to never settle for less than they deserve. She also announces that she is going to start a podcast with Anwar, talking about politics and social issues for everyone. Jean gives a speech as the guest of honor, in which she expresses her love for Otis, Maeve, Eric, Amy, Jackson, Ruby, and Joanna for being her family and teaches them to never be afraid of love and sex. She also announces that she is going to write a book with Joanna, sharing their stories and wisdom for everyone. The episode ends with everyone throwing their caps in the air and hugging each other. Episode 8, The Farewell. The final episode shows how everyone's lives turn out after graduation. Otis becomes a successful psychologist and marries Con. They have 2 children and live happily ever after. Maeve becomes a famous novelist and wins a Pulitzer Prize. She meets someone new in New York and falls in love again. Eric becomes a world-renowned traveler and blogger. He reunites with Adam in Afghanistan and they get married. They adopt 2 dogs and live happily ever after. Amy becomes a popular baker and entrepreneur. She stays friends with Isaac and they visit each other often. She meets someone new in London and falls in love again. Jackson becomes a celebrated actor and singer. He stays friends with Weave and they support each other's careers. He meets someone new in Los Angeles and falls in love again. Ruby becomes an influential podcaster and activist. She stays friends with Otis and they co-parent Hope together. She meets someone new in Paris and falls in love again. Thanks for watching.